Hi everybody, welcome to another Waiting on Books vlog. I'm Kendra L. Saunders, and this is my book, Dating an Alien Popstar. A beautiful cover, and I love it. I'm here to talk about my book, so let's get started. Question number 1, what is the story about? Dating an Alien Popstar is about Daisy, a 29-year-old who has recently moved to New York City. She loves music. She wants to be near music. She wants to get a job in a music store. She loves wearing vintage rock star related clothes. Like, she loves Bjork. She loves, like, the girls of music. Bjork, Kim Gordon, you know, all those, like, great women in music. And she comes to New York City to try and get a job eventually in a music store, to go to lots of concerts, to be closer to her best friend, and potentially to meet guys that actually have jobs and are actually, like, attractive to her, since she is demisexual. She's not attracted to every guy she meets. She's got a very specific set. And, you know, if it happens, it happens. Otherwise, she's in New York to have a great time. And coming to New York, she gets abducted by Griffin and Dev, these two amazing aliens, and goes on adventures with them. And this book is eccentric, it's flamboyant, it is over the top, it is ridiculous, it is sequins and glitter and music and David Bowie references and Prince references, and it's fun. Question number 2 is, what inspired you to write this story? I know a lot of amazing women from ages like 16 to 60 who love music, and they will travel for music. I'm talking, they will travel across the world for music. I have a friend, Jessica, hi Jessica, who lives in Australia, and she has come to America several times for her favorite band. So these are women who I meet when I'm in line at concerts, when I'm, you know, trying to get tickets online, or when I'm just talking about my favorite bands. These women are incredible, and I wanted to write a book for them. I wanted to write a book for all of the amazing women that I meet when I'm standing in line for like 12 hours to get Barrier at my favorite band's concert. And this book was also inspired, as always, by my favorite band, Muse. They have been a huge inspiration for me for years, and their Panic Station video in particular is bonkers. It's colorful and crazy, and it's got like insane fashion, and I rewatched it a few Christmases ago, and it just like opened my mind to this world of aliens and fashion and excitement and ridiculousness, and I jumped fully in, and I have been so happy that I did. I'm so thankful that Griffin and Dev found me to write this book, because it has been so fun. Question number 3, are you a plotter or a pantser? I am definitely naturally a pantser, which is hilarious because I hate wearing pants. I am a skirt-wearing, dress-wearing girl in real life, but I definitely like to kind of roll with things because it's hard for me sometimes to find books that I really want to read. So I write the books that I want to read. And so in that way, I'm kind of reading them as I'm writing them, I guess. But as real life has become busier and crazier, I definitely don't have as much time as I used to. So I do a lot more plotting. I do outlines now. I have a very weird way of outlining, but I do outline now. It doesn't always mean that I stick to the outline, but I try. Question 4, describe your main character in 5 words. Daisy, I would say, is determined, brave, passionate, skeptical, and smart. Griffin, because I'm going to put him in there too, because he's sort of also the main character. He's definitely flamboyant. He's like empathetic. He's loving. He's silly and very colorful. Question number 5, what is your favorite scene? There's a revenge scene in this book where Griffin gets revenge on Daisy's evil boss, and that's all I'll say without being kind of spoilery, but I love that scene very much. And there's a scene near the end that kind of takes the book to a more deep emotional place, and I love that scene too because it made me cry when I wrote it, and it still kind of makes me cry when I reread it. So I love that one. Question 6. You, your protagonist, and your antagonist are types of food. What are they and why? I would definitely be a Cheez-It because they're my favorite food and because they are small and cheesy like me. As for, I'm going to go with Griffin on this one. I think he would be a rainbow cupcake because he's like small and delicious and colorful and not necessarily really great for you in large quantities. It's kind of hard for me to like reveal the antagonist of the book without being spoilery, so I'll just say Griffin's dad for that one, since he's kind of the reason why the challenge takes place in the first place that sends Griffin to our planet. So Antares, Griffin's dad, he'd be definitely like one of those really boring, chalky protein bars that you kind of choke on, and it's good for you, but it's gross. Question 7 is parting words. I'll just say, and I actually just made a video about this recently, but a big thing for me is that this book is not YA, and I don't write YA. There is so much great YA already in the world, and I think that's awesome. YA is a book that's written about and for teenagers. It's not just like an umbrella term for books that are really fun or easy to read. I think that it's really important that we have more books for girls and women of all ages, not just teenagers, that we have stories about women of all ages. Women maybe that are falling in love for the first time when they're 35, women that are aromantic or asexual, women of color, women that are, on an adventure with their cat or their pet dragon or whatever. Like there's so much more to women than just what we see in YA. And there are so many books that women write that aren't YA. And I don't know why it's kind of been a thing where people assume that a book is YA, but that has definitely happened with this book. I've had a lot of people that were really confused / really upset because they thought this book was YA and they were disappointed that the main character is not a teenager. But there are great stories that need to be told about women of all ages. And I want to be the change that I want to see, and I'm going to keep writing about those women. And I'm excited that with this book, I have a 29-year-old. She is having her first great adventure in life, and she's 29, and it's awesome. So if that's something that appeals to you, I definitely suggest you read this book. If that's something you're a little unsure about, give it a try. If you're really you don't want to read something that isn't YA, then I don't suggest you read this book because it is not YA and it does have adult content. So other than that, though, I definitely want to know what you think. Please let me know. I'm always on Twitter. I'm always on Facebook, talking to people about, music and books and women's issues and jewelry and fashion and whatever. So come find me. Come tell me what you think. Thank you so much for watching this video. And Dating an Alien Popstar. Thank you, guys.